What's going on, everybody? I wanted to do this review at home in a quieter space. You're gonna hear an echo, but this is my review, at least for the finale of It, Welcome to Derry. I've been watching this show since it aired. In fact, I have some former students that are actually even extras in some of the episodes. It's awesome. Anyway, I loved this finale. I read the original It book. I read the whole thing before It Chapter 1 came out. I grew up watching the original miniseries TV movies with Tim Curry as Pennywise. Anyway, so yeah, I've been a big fan of the series, of the story, and so, I knew certain things like the black spot, about that gang, about Neibolt House, things like that. But I'm just gonna jump right to it. So there are some spoilers we're gonna talk about that I absolutely loved in this show, especially with this finale. And the biggest spoiler, there's two. First of all, Marge is amazing, right? She grew to be probably most people's one of, if not favorite character. But the revelation, because I'm watching the show, and poor Rich, what happens to him in episode 7, right? Justice for Rich. We got it too in this episode. But Rich, the name, I remember thinking there's a Richie, and I was like, okay, cool. This is the 60s. There's another kid named Richie or Richard or something like that. No, his name's actually Ricardo. But you find out Pennywise tells Marge that her son is going to be part of the gang that finally defeats him, and her son is none other than Richie Tozier. And she's like, Tozier? So she's going to marry, Richie's dad, obviously, and this was mind-blowing because they never, ever alluded to Pennywise seeing the future. And then, of course, the other big reveal, the way, because all of a sudden he's like, beep, beep, Richie, or beep, beep, Marge. Oh, it was so good. So good. That scene was phenomenal. And the other big reveal, of course, Pennywise doesn't see time literally, right? He's kind of like Dr. Manhattan, right? From, Watchmen. But he can see time, future, past, present. He sees his whole existence. But not only that, are they going to do it that his mind can travel? So yeah, he sees time all around, but can he inhabit his body in the past? Like a butterfly effect kind of thing, like that movie? Anyway, so this is why the show is jumping back every 27 years. Yeah, because it looks like Pennywise is going to try to fix his timeline and save him. It's wild. This ending, this finale was an amazing finale. That is how you hook us on to a season 2, to bring us in. Again, I enjoyed this series thoroughly the whole way through. I thought it was great. Legit deaths, legit stakes. One thing I didn't necessarily like was the general, his turn into villainy. You kind of knew he was going to do something, but I just didn't like that typical, because you already knew, okay, we're going to cage the monster, but no, he's going to use it to as a weapon, but you can't, you can't actually cage him or control him. So instead, no, he just wanted to unleash him on the world so everyone's afraid, and then that's how you control people. But anyway, this whole reveal with this time travel is phenomenal. And I love that. And I love Marge talking about it with Lily at the end, being like, what if he goes after our parents, right? Because 27 years, that's, again, the cycle. And then again, so then the other big reveal at the end, and I'm not talking a lot about the show, but the big reveal at the end is you fast forward 26 years and you see that Beverly's mom passed away in Juniper Hill, right, where Lily was. And now, are they going to tie in that Lily is Beverly's mom, Beverly Marsh? We don't know. We don't see her face. We don't, and the names are different, but we don't know. It doesn't matter. You could tie it in somehow that Lily is Beverly's mom, but Mrs. Kirsch, Ingrid, sees Beverly. Now, in the book, right, and in it chapter 2, when Lily goes back, or not Lily, when Beverly goes back to Derry and she runs into Mrs. Kirsch, she had no idea who she was, right? She never recognized her. So is this already, due to Pennywise's actions, is this him already affecting the timeline? So we don't know. We don't know. Anyway, so I think that's wild. The revelations are wild, and I'm so excited about it. Number 2, the one thing I'm really excited about, not excited, but the ending for Pennywise in it. See, the series ended, or season finale ended with It, Welcome to Derry, chapter 1. So we're going to get chapter 2, 3, who knows? But the thing that I loved about Pennywise is there's these, not MacGuffins, but we already established that there are things that trap Pennywise, right? His spaceship, the dagger. There are those things that actually scare him, that can hurt him. But Pennywise, they don't make any, there's no, all of a sudden he's gonna act in a different way and this is why the good guys win. No, he acts and he does everything exactly as if he would, and he legitimately lost. There's no plot hole. There's no plot hole. Do you know what I mean? It was so good. Like him, so he's got, there's this fog in the town, right? And they say that when it happens, like Pennywise is like a fog on Derry, that like he causes so many actual natural disasters kind of in the book. Anyway, but what's so good is him, they get the moment, the dagger is fighting the kids, and oh my gosh, the ghost of Rich running by, giving Pennywise the finger and going to help his friends to put that dagger, like, man, he's such a knight. It's amazing. Knight in shine. Oh, so good. That little kid, man, killed it. But Pennywise literally skipping off to what he thinks is freedom, right? And then he's going to stop the kids. Like he didn't monologue. The only thing he did that could have saved him was he killed the general, right? Kills James Remar because he remembered him. He remembered scaring him as a kid. And he remembers like, oh, I remember you. I remember that scent or whatever. And he kills him. Now, because James Remar was on Pennywise's side, like he said, you're free to go, like go. But Pennywise has to finish his job, right? So so that's the only one. But it wasn't like it was out of character for Pennywise. It's not like Pennywise, it wasn't a heel turn. It wasn't like they were working together from the get-go. Anyway, so good. This show was so good, so good. If you haven't watched it, you have to watch it. I love the tie-in with Dick Halloran, his powers, the way, they were unlocked a few episodes ago, and then, he's losing it, seeing these ghosts, and he's about to end it, and, with Leroy helping him. And now he's got more control over the powers again. With him going after Pennywise, he has this, his powers have expanded a lot, and it's so good. It's just so good. In that flash, when they finally get the dagger into the spot of the pillar and all the energy connects, phenomenal. We do know that the Hanlons, Mike's parents, Will, and I guess his grandparents, we know that they are a big part of Derry, right? And in the book, Mike is the one that stays back. So I like this kind of tie-in that they're the guardians. Although I'll say this, Charlotte, like so many good intentions, but Charlotte is one of the reasons why all those people died at the black spot. Kind of annoying. They never talk about it. And number 2, and the only person that really bugged me this episode was Ronnie. I'm sorry, Ronnie was the worst. She's like yelling at Marge, oh my God, like, Marge, you can drive, and then Marge, step on it. Like, you got a one-eyed girl driving in the fog who's 12, doesn't really know how to drive. You're yelling at her to drive faster, a half-blind person to drive faster in the fog. And then when they hit a pothole, what the hell, Marge? What are you talking about? You're blaming them hitting a like, oh my God, I wanted Marge to just lose it on her. Anyway, that was the only thing that really annoyed me. I love the whole dagger affecting Lily and affecting people that hold on to it. That was a good scene. I was really worried that one of the kids were gonna die just from that. I loved, Dick Halloran seeing the ghost and seeing the ghost of Rich and going up to his parents at the end saying that those hands you feel are Rich's and he's always gonna be there. It was beautiful. I would love to see a spinoff if you do like Welcome to the Overlook with Dick Halloran as the star. Anyway, I think that's what it's called, the Overlook Hotel, where The Shining is. Anyway, I thought this series was great. I think I'm gonna rewatch the whole thing, just one after the other, and see how it flows as one watch. Or at least, I don't know if I could do 8 episodes. Maybe over the holidays I could probably do it. Anyway, have you seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts. Leave them down below.